Public housing helps keep a roof over the heads of many Columbia families in poverty.
But there's not enough public help available for all of those in need. The Columbia Housing Authority currently serves nearly 2,000 families. There are more than 1,000 families on the waiting list.
In tonight's Poverty in Plain Sight, KOMU-8's Emily Spain shows us why public housing is an important resource for our community.
And the challenges facing the Housing Authority.
The Columbia Housing Authority provides one of the integral basics for people who want to support themselves and their families, shelter. Now, a place to live doesn't mean an automatic ticket out of poverty, but it's a step, and Columbia needs more of those places. Right now, the CHA has reached its limit. The current occupancy numbers show all complexes are at 97% capacity or more, with hundreds on a waiting list. With the need growing, the CHA is looking for solutions so it can help more people make their way out of poverty. In Columbia's Blind Boone Center, you'll find peace, but you certainly won't find quiet. The noise is coming from an after-school program that keeps these kids occupied. It also keeps Jacqueline Harris employed.
I like it. It's all in what you do, you know, what you make it, so. Like what they call a studio.
Harris started working here through a program at the Columbia Housing Authority, the same organization that gave her a place to live. The single mom lived in public housing for a couple of years after moving here from Chicago.
Quiet. It's quieter than where I come from, I tell you that.
She moved out of public housing when she got a job. CHA gave her a Section 8 housing voucher to use for a private apartment. She still pays for her utilities and a portion of her rent, and the voucher pays the rest.
And it's a big help because I still have bills to pay. And seeing with that, you're able to, you know, pay your bills and still have a little change in your pocket.
The Housing Authority says it's constantly working to preserve this service.
If we're going to break the cycle of poverty, where's the first place you want to start? You want to put a roof over a family's head.
But maintaining that roof is getting harder with time.
Yeah, if you look in the kitchen area.
The largest CHA public housing development went up in the 1950s and is falling apart.
The biggest challenge that we have is our plumbing system. So they're old cast iron pipes.
Rusty pipes, sinking slab floors, and cracking walls are just a few of the problems. There's also no dryer hookups and washers crowd in by the stove.
We really can't afford to let the houses deteriorate.
They can't because thousands need them.
Most people living in public housing, the average income is about $10,000 a year, so really low.
But the key to that statement is many do have incomes. CHA fights to dispel the belief that its residents get a free ride.
I think people have a belief that people are not trying, that people are lazy, and that's just simply not the case. We have a lot of working families that are trying to make ends meet.
I like to work. I'm not a lazy person, but yeah. I just like to work. And that's the only way I can survive is if I get up, go to work.
And thanks to the CHA, she's not just going to work, but working towards something.
Well, for my future, hopefully I can get to buy me a house that I will love.
A house of her own. Emily Spain, KOMU-8 News, Columbia.
Housing Authority is in the process of applying for low-income housing tax credits to fund renovations.